Continuing. This same kid that in its perception didn't have its needs for connection, for stuff, can be really like I wanted this and I didn't have a video game, a TV, a computer, whatever, that this kid associated with love. Doesn't matter, again, check on trauma. But then he becomes an adult that has this hole and this use of expecting others to supply its needs. So when the adult comes and say to another person or to a context, work again, it is when say, I need you, get it to me, I need you to do that, I need you to behave like this, I need you to get it for me. It is projecting and demanding to an external person or external environment to fill its own needs, to behave accordingly to its own terms and conditions. It feels frustrated, angry, and is still helpless for not receiving what it needs or what it thinks it needs. And at this point, it transfers its responsibility of providing his own needs to someone else. And that puts the adult in a victim position. Like, I don't have, you're not doing what I want, you're not behaving the way I want, you should be doing like this, you should be saying that. Yeah, and these terms and conditions, wait, I believe, like, take a moment and try to think, to reflect on your relationships or in you, how you behave and how others behave. If we keep on projecting and wanting terms and conditions that the other behave, we give instructions to the other person and on what to do, do's and don'ts, like I call it ironically manual of best practice of behavior. These things just exist in the person's head. It's not a common agreement with the other person. It's a story we play in our own heads. And the other person, the external environment, do not have access to those rules unless it is communicated, understood, and finally agreed. This usually is an adult with difficulty to communicate its own needs and boundaries. It didn't learn, it haven't practiced, didn't receive this kind of training. And what I see that is very important for all of us, we all have this, okay? We're healing, we can be healthier and healthier on that matter. And healing these wounds and supporting and providing to our internal kids, parenting ourselves is really important. It's a whole chapter on how to parent yourself. But this, as an adult, it's on us to claim our power and duty to provide our own needs at all 100% levels, physically and materially. So if you want a computer, you should be able to provide yourself, not expect that someone. If your phone has broken and you feel pissed, it's on you to get it. If you're hungry, it's on you to get it, the food, emotionally and psychologically too. If you still feel helpless, if you feel sad, if you feel abandoned, this is something, of course, we walk through this path together. I'll get there. But for the moment, get with this, the power and the sacred duty that we have to provide for ourselves. It's an amazing possibility because we know what we want. we know we are the only ones who have the clarity and the power and the possibility to give ourselves exactly what we want. So if I want an orange pen, I'm not saying like, but my work, they don't give me orange pen, so I have to work with this stupid yellow pen. And the orange pen is the best. So it's this type of dialogues that we have both internally, judging and projecting, and also we give it to others. This too, and it can be very conflicting and not nice unless we healthily and with the right resources make this communication work. But coming back, 100% responsible to care and provide to our own needs at all levels: physical, material, emotional, psychological, and spiritual as well. Anger, like a side note here, anger that we were kind of didn't have space in at least my generations to express it, to live it, to understand it, to validate anger. It was really repressed. In my case, completely repressed. Well, I don't even know how to deal with that thing. Now it's something that I've been experienced now to, oh, I'm angry. What is this? What is coming from? What is this fire? Why do I want to kill people? So getting to that, but there are some people that we know they're just angry and violent and explode into other people, persons and other people. This anger, it lives through this constant feeling of frustration, of not having needs, terms, and conditions met. That's why we burn. That's why we want to attack the other, blame the other. That's what puts us in this victim position. Oh, I cannot do a good work because the company only gives me yellow pen and my need is to have orange pen. My boss should be giving that. My boss should know the orange pens are better. Have I told my boss that I really need the orange pen? Mm-mm. Have I told him that this yellow pen is very nice, thank you very much, but it's not doing the best work? So I stay in this complaining mode that my work cannot be done because of the yellow pen. I should have an orange pen. You see, you should give me the right pen for me to work. Anyway, this is a very silly example, but I believe you can take a moment to reflect on how you do, or how you have already received this type of, you need to behave like this. Like this addition of behavior in relationship is really dramatic when the other person does what he does because she is what it is, and you go like, no, but you put onion in my salad. I hate onion in the salad. But you made soup for lunch. Bleh. Cooks soup for lunch. This person cooks food for lunch. You see? So it really goes. It can be funny when you're not there. And again, I call this healthy behavior that is possible when you are present to deal, to be able to respond in a different frequency that is not talking to the kid, because this kid is messed. Okay, but you can talk to the adult and maybe hold space for it. So, moving forward, how to free yourself. How to free yourself. Basically, listen, hold space, be present in trust, affirm you have everything you need to thrive. Good? Clear? So listen to yourself with love and compassion. Listen to this kid. If possible, talk to your inner child. Just listen to its frustration, to its anger, to its blaming, its worry, its helplessness, its I'm not enough feeling. Listen, be there. Be there as a safe place for this vulnerability to be expressed, to be acknowledged, to be heard. Sometimes it's all it takes to be there. Be there in trust and care and presence to affirm to your kid and to yourself that you're safe, that you can feel safe, that you are loved, that you feel loved. Then you can finally be able to smile in gratitude, for you are free, blessed, and abundant. This framework of listening, holding space, be present in trust, and affirming you have everything you need to thrive is what I call an internal commitment to love, care, and provide for myself. This is how an empowered person behaves. It claims back the power that when you are in this victim position, you're powerless, you're helpless. Then how can you move? You don't move because you don't have what to do, the other has to do. So it changes a lot of, it changes the perspective, and then you can enter and be present for yourself.